actually be put to him, because that is what our rules provide. So I do not think the council is going out of the way to try and get these cases recited and commented on, because they are part and parcel of the facts in issue before us.
Honorable Yusuf.
Madam Chair, I'm not a lawyer, and I can't argue on the point of law. But if my mind serves me very well, yesterday we restrained Honorable Wamboga not to comment about this issue. It was a debate in this committee. I never wanted to argue about this issue. We want the honorable members, yes, and his lawyer to restrain themselves on this issue. The way we have reprimanded yesterday, Honorable Wamboka, to restrain himself. Thank you.
Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Tandaza.
Thank you, Chair. I think the process was very clear that the mover actually prosecuted his case based on what he had presented before this committee and before Parliament. And the Mheshimiwa, the CS, also put his replying affidavit in the same manner that he is holding and is being questioned or is being led through by his counsel. So I don't see anything wrong. For as long as the counsel is taking him through his affidavits, which were filed and we have them, then he should rightly proceed, unless he is asking questions beyond what is in those replying affidavits. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. I think members have made their points. Honorable Omanyo, you have severally pleaded with us that we invite Marianne, that we will deal with it at our own level later, so that as a select committee, then we can give you our response. The other thing is about the proceedings. Yesterday, we did not stop the mover from presenting his case. And at one stage, the counsel here proposed that he withdraws so that we don't, deliberate on this. I know some of us are real Africans, and discussing bedroom matters is not very pleasing. But we have been put in this situation by the mover and his counsel. Now that they did not withdrew yesterday, we have no option but we have to wrestle with all this. And ours is just to say we do not want to get into the details, but for every case that has been presented, they are at liberty to respond, so that just as we publicly heard the mover yesterday, they can also respond and the public can also hear their side. I don't know why we are being affected, because if we were not affected yesterday when we heard all this news, we shouldn't be affected today when it is the second day and we are even used to now the things that are happening. So I suggest that we proceed for the next 20 minutes. At 1, we will break for lunch, and then we will come back. Thank you.
Much obliged, Chair. So, Honorable Linturi, the document at page 306, why have you placed it before this committee?
Your Chair and the committee, I've placed this document before the committee to demonstrate to the committee, contrary to the assertion by the mover, specifically under this civil suit number E138 of 2018, I got favorable judgments from the rulings from the court.
So there is a favorable ruling from the court on the matters in ground 2 again in your favor.
Correct.
Was this favorable ruling on your part ever publicized, like the accusations against you had been?
It was not, and I don't think it will ever be.
It will never be. Let's go to the document at page 314. Why have you placed it before this honorable committee?
It's also to demonstrate the same thing.
Again, the court dedicated you. Was this publicized? Did it hit headline news?
It was not.
It was not reported.
Yeah.
Let's go to the document at page 319. What is it and why have you placed it before the committee? I hope you note, Honorable Chair, I'm desisting from going into the details because I don't want us to.
This is also another court order which was in my favor and which also was directing the police to give security to evict the member from my house.
Was this decision in your favor given the publicity that for 5 years the world kept being told about the bad Linturi?
It was not.
It was not publicized. And why have you placed the document at page 320 before the committee?
Is also another document to prove to the committee. Despite her losing those cases, she went for appeal, and the appeal was also dismissed by the court.
So she lost, she appealed, but she still lost.
Yes.
Was that victory on your part, given the publicity, to erase the image the world has been fed for years and years of Linturi the bad guy?
It was never done, contrary to what had been published before, as a man who depends on a woman for livelihood, or is kept.
Do you actually depend on women for livelihood, Honorable Linturi?
I maintain them.